Good morning. So let's see what we have today. As you might remember, we arrived at Madrid, Barajas airport yesterday, so today we are going to perform our return flight to Lisbon. We are still on stand Tango 18. We are supposed to depart from runway 14 right, that's the closest we have here. The departure will be done on our left side. We are having today our Charlie Sierra Tango November 9 kilo, and let's see the flight plan in order for us to have an idea. So our zero fuel weight will be 55.3 tons, fuel on board 5.8 tons. So it's a heavy flight today. It will be almost full. The weather conditions are not the best, as you can see. Some low ceiling. The ceiling is low. We don't seem to have any, or at least as far as I can see, any traffic around, nor arriving traffic. I think it's raining, at least. No, it's not. Moderate rain, as you can see in the windshield. According to map, so we are going to face some rough weather around the entry in Portugal. Porto is pretty. It's I guess it will be very nasty to land there, but here, as you can see, our ceiling is up to 2,500 feet, 7 knots wind. In Lisbon, I guess the weather conditions are pretty worst. Let's see what do we have. The ceiling is pretty low, so 400 feet broken. 2.5 miles visibility. The wind will be gusty, so this will be interesting. And we are supposed to land runway 20, ILS approach. It will be raining as well, so I guess it will be a pretty challenging arrival, so stay tuned at least at the arrival. So let's start our aircraft. We have our GPU connected already, so let's start our procedure and switching on our batteries and external power to give life to this lovely aircraft. There they are. Okay, so pedestal. Selecting Unicom frequency and adjusting all the other dials and screens. Check our QNH. (1005) 1005. Done. Okay, so let's see our weights for today to see how many souls will be on board, at least passengers. We are traveling with 4 cabin crew and 2 technical crew, so 6 total, because we believe we will have over 150 passengers. Let's check. So zero fuel weight will be 55.3 tons. No, we won't reach 55.3 tons. Okay, so we'll travel with 125 passengers today. So not a booked flight, a full book at least. And we will travel with 5.8 tons of fuel. And let's load up. Okay, let's check our flight plan for today then. So Madrid to Lisbon. Our alternate for today will be Faro. And our flight number will be 1015. Cost index will be 8 and flight level 2310. I guess it was 5.8. Yes, planned 5.8 tons. And our flight plan will be departing from runway 14 right via it's Charlie Sierra. Well, I'm not sure which departure it is, if it's Sierra or Bravo, so I will go with Sierra. I'm sure it's Bravo, but we will adjust. So we are going to Charlie Sierra, afterwards Elvar waypoint, and finally the last one, Exona. For Exona we will actually land on 20 au contraire of the flight plan that would give us 02, but it's not accurate according to the wind, so we will land on runway 20 and the arrival will be Exona. Let me check if we have Exona. I don't believe we have Exona, so Idbid or Inbom. I will go with Idbid 8 Bravo arrival. There. Okay, done. Now we just have to wait for the alignment in about 3 minutes. I guess the onboarding will take the same amount of time, so it will be almost sync. And from there on, we'll be all set to depart. I'm going to start our APU and switch on our pumps. There. Let's adjust the brightness on the screens. Okay. Done. Now let me just see some settings here. So airframe, okay. I've been going yes, it's cool. Cabin lights, controls okay. I'm not sure if this is cool. And save. Sorry, I'm a bit cold today and I forgot to mute the mic. Okay, another 10 passengers and we'll be set. And we will secure our cabin. Okay, our boarding procedure is completed, so let's see. Let's complete our planning. Okay. Let's check our speeds for today. So the surface will be wet and config 2 for departure. Let's calculate and check. So low speeds for today. The air is more dense, so more lift available for our aircraft, and 130 our rotation speed. Let's start our log. Pitch to trim will be set to down 0.1 and our flex temp will be 65 and done. So I'm going to insert our minimums will be the lowest ceiling in Lisbon, so let's see if we can land with our minimums. And okay, so we are going to select flat 3 config because we will have pretty strong winds on arrival and crossed, so this should be interesting. Our ceiling rose from 400 feet to 800, so our minimum will be way below the ceiling, so it might be easily visible from cockpit, the aircraft, the airport. So I'm going to put this in, I guess I'm going to put this okay. This I will adjust when we reach our descending path, and we'll select config tree. So okay, we are good to go. Let's start our APU bleed, and external power is off. Disconnecting our GPU and remove our chocks. It's set. Now I'm going to start our beacon and call the guys for push. Let me just check if we have anyone around. So this is us. We only have an aircraft nearby and another one arriving 4,000 feet. I will advise that we are going to push. Barajas Traffic Airport for 1015 Tango 18, push and start is approved, expecting departure runway 14 right. Okay, I just advised them that we are ready to push and we are clear to push. No one here, right. So let's go. There we go. So engine mode selector ignition. Starting engine number 1, and let's commencing to start the turn. At least I think we will. Okay, nice. Engine number 1 is available. Starting engine number 2. Flight control ecam page. So today our trim will be down 0.1 selected, and let's start our flight control check. So full left, full right and neutral, full up, full down and neutral, rudder full left, and full right. Neutral, flight controls are checked and OK. Spoiler armed, auto brake set to max, and selected takeoff config flaps 2. All good. Engine number 2 is available. Engines are stabilized, so let's switch on our engine mode selector to normal. Set ECAM door page selected, and let's turn off our APU bleed and master switch. Lights are on, and let's advise Madrid traffic, Barajas traffic, Air Portugal 1015, clear to taxi to holding point runway 14 right. Done. Let's switch our wipers because it's a bit raining here today. So chrono on, parking brakes off, and let's go. Now we have a bit more rain intensity. Let's take off config, set to normal. The conditions are becoming a bit worse, so we are not able to see the tower anymore, and the rain is falling pretty hard, so our left here, I believe it's alpha, on alpha. No, it's not. Probably might. Very degrading conditions here today. right over here, this intersection. The runway edge will be right up front, not in front of the intersection, but on our left via Alpha, and then away, some way back at the end. So check. So we are parallel to the runway, and we are departing on our right side. Here and try to see the runway edge. I think, I mean, not this, right, the other. I think it indicates an entrance to the runway. There it is, so I'm going to stop over there. Stop. Let me check something to see if there is any effect of the blasts from the engines on water. Unfortunately, no effects. to advise traffic that I am ready to depart. Let me check. Right. Barajas, traffic Air Portugal 1015, clear to line up and take off runway 14 right. So let's switch on our lights. There, so let's go. It's 5x5, Captain. So here we go. Line up and take off 14 right, so conditions are pretty nasty today. Unfortunately, we don't have that rain effect on aircraft. The blast from the engines, at least it adds some realism. Even the wheels contacting the wet surface, we don't have it. Probably some developer will. It adds realism to the flight itself. So our visibility is not the best, but at least we can see something far, like 1-2 miles south. So let's line and prepare for takeoff.
On runway 14 right.
So let's turn on crown and 150% stabilized. Back 65 SRS. Auto thrust is blue.
100. Beep rotate. Positive rate.
Coming up. Okay, so 5 thrusts and price, so in future I'm going to see if I will use the checklist again.